self-choreographed piece. For her self-choreo, Shreya chose the song Accidentally, which has been one of her favorite Bollywood songs for as long as I can remember. In this piece, she was able to combine traditional Kathak movements during the poles of the songs with the more classical Bollywood movements during the chorus. We hope you all enjoy.
Risham takes the stage on the tabla as Shreya performs to Guardiana. Trilogy requires all students to showcase that they can dance with live instrumentalists, and who better than our fifth brother to show us Shreya's mastery of this skill.
We were lucky enough to see one sibling dance with Shreya. Now let's get ready for our next sibling. Let's give it up for Risham and Shreya.
movie, so really it's just me and Trey and watching. Trey, Lily, thank you so much for always looking after me. We're so proud of you and everything you do. You're one of my favorite sisters, though not my closest, I only have two. Doing your Rangmanch is a huge accomplishment. Congratulations on achieving this. We love you.
First off, I just want to reiterate what Rishon said about how proud we all are of how hard Shreya has worked. From the moment I've gotten back from school, I've been so impressed how she's been able to put 100% into preparing for today while also balancing school, soccer, and a million other things she has on her plate, because it really does run in the family. Growing up, one of Shreya and my favorite TV shows was Living Maddie. For those of you who have not watched this cinematic masterpiece, it follows the story of two opposite twins going through high school. The most important takeaway from the show is, in Living Maddie's words, sisters by chance, friends by choice. And as rarely as I'm willing to admit it, Shreya really has been my best friend for as long as I can remember. In elementary school, we would spend hours begging our parents to let us have sleepovers in each other's rooms. And when they said no, we frequently skirted around this by sneaking into each other's rooms, using a complex system of secret light switch codes, contraptions made up of old laundry baskets to send messages through the bathroom, and most importantly, hiding in our closets when our parents came to check in on us. That definitely doesn't mean that we haven't had our fair share of arguments. I'm pretty sure I spent half of last year's drives to school yelling at Shreya for sticking up the car with her peanut butter toast, or for always making us late. But in the end, those moments were always outshined by the time we got to spend together blasting music in the car or debriefing about whatever was going on in our lives. Shreya, I feel so lucky for the relationship we have today. I love that I can look across the room and instantly know what you're thinking, and the little moments we get together through our evening boba trips or dragging you on my errands. I'm glad that we've officially converted almost all of our family into Taylor Swift fans, and I already have a countdown for when you get to come visit me at school. I will always admire your balanced approach, intelligence, and your sarcastic sense of humor. Even throughout the past week, I have been so incredibly impressed by your ability to stay calm when all of us are stressed, running around with a million things to do. At the same time, you really are one of the smartest people that I know, and I know that whatever you choose to do, you will absolutely crush it and go so far. You can always make me laugh with your little comments and pointed facial expressions, and I'm happy to give Shreya the title of funniest sibling. While it's so much fun to have all these funny stories as kids, it's also so special to know that we can really count on each other. And I love how our relationship has grown and evolved since we've gotten older and have gone to college. I know I may not be the best at returning texts or calls when I'm away, but I feel like that means that we make the limited time we do get together even that much more special. Even if it's just being your personal driver to soccer practice or bringing you coffee at school, I have really missed getting to spend time with you and just hanging out. All in all, I'm so grateful to have you as my sister, and even more proud of all the work you put into today to make it all the success that I know it will be. I can't wait to see the amazing things you will continue to do and all the future adventures that we will have together. Thank you.
If we brought both siblings to the stage, why not bring up the rest of the family? With devotion to Shreya from the very bottom of your hearts, put your hands together for all of Shreya's cousins, Sahil, Sena, Krishup, Monty, Shubham, Arya, with an encore from Simran and Visham.
Hello, everyone. It's time to get go. It's time to cut up. It's time to do everything in life all the time because it's short and events like this make it all worth it. I don't know where to start because for today, for once, I'm sitting in the audience, I'm watching it, I'm taking it all in, I cry, I laugh. Like Sheila said before, hopefully we laugh more than we cry. Rangmanch was founded 16 years ago. I was born and raised in Alabama with no formal teaching. So when I came here, I just ate up all the diversity and the culture that surrounded me. Took a few classes, and before I knew it, I was teaching some kids in my mom's basement right after college, and then it turned into formalized lessons, and we grew in Loudoun County. It was our biggest branch. And then with the help of families like the Corys, the Sarns, and the Auroras, we grew across and expanded into the DMV, right into Fairfax County and Montgomery County, and it's the support of those families we will never forget. Their support is still so much shown here. As soon as I got here, whole community was at work, helping each other always, and that's what the dance community is about, is just being there for one another as we see such camaraderie today. So hats off to this community. Give the community a big hand. I'll never stop saying that. Shreya Magan approached me about 10 years ago asking to bring classical dance to our academy, and it's probably, I barely knew her, but I knew she was good, like really good at what she did, and had this commanding personality and voice, as you saw earlier. She is a one-of-a-kind Guruji. Gurujis are usually strict and disciplined, and as she is, she gives her students the freedom to be creative on so many levels. Doing Kathak to a Bollywood song is actually probably a no-no from most Gurujis across the world, but when I watch our students do Bollywood, watch our students do Kathak to Bollywood songs, the way they control their body and maintain that same discipline and the structure of what Kathak is supposed to be like. And when you hear a song like, you want to start moving your hips, but our students are very, it's those kind of things in their personality, in their movement, their creativity. If they can control themselves and discipline themselves on stage with their choreography, even when the music is going out of hand, that means they're going to control themselves with discipline through duties in their life. And that's why we do what we do. And I'm so happy to be here. Really quick to the Ori family. You guys are awesome. It's been so great having you here since the beginning. I want to thank Robin for saying yes to Sunday classes about 10 years ago. Sunday should be family day, no classes. And I was like, Shreya, well, you gotta tell your husband. We're gonna run on Sundays, and I need both your girls there. So thank you to Robin for your flexibility in running around, coming to Virginia from Maryland every week. Thank you to Shreya for being one of our most helpful moms, someone we all look up to. As teachers, we look up to all the moms that are in our corner all the time. Thank you to Simran for starting this tradition of Rangmanch in your family and just sticking through with it and being that oldest sister who sets all the standards for your siblings. Thank you to Risham for that amazing tabla piece, support for your sister, and being the third child. It's a tough job, but you do it well. And we are so proud of you for how you put yourself out there for your sister today. And thank you to all the cousins for that dance. That was so good. And everybody that traveled here and said hello. The London family, I've heard so much about you, and it's great to meet you in person. And finally to Shreya. She has really stepped it up. The last year, I have seen her change so much. Usually, there's a cliche about the middle child being, a little hidden, but not our Shreya. She has become a leader amongst her students at Rangmanch. She has mixed music for me. She made poster boards. Near the auntie, do you need any help? Music to my ears on those stressful show days. So those kind of traits are going to carry her through life. And she's just going to do awesome with whatever she does. And I'm so glad she's here for 2 more years, no graduating just yet. We're excited for our upcoming Rangmanches this summer. Jada's coming up, and then Ariana. And we are excited to have our Rangmanch alumni here. So many graduates. There's 10 graduates backstage who will be joining us. They've been decorating, and some of them are going to be dancing. So I'm just so happy. I'm going to go back and take my audience seat and enjoy myself, and you all do the same. Again, congratulations, Shreya and family.
you've never met me and Shreya together, I don't know who'd agree with that, but trust me. This next section is going to be all about the various stories and characteristics embodied by Krishna, the god of protection and love. Shreya has always had an appreciation for the values and stories of Krishna since she was a young Anaga in training, and the next three pieces are going to reflect different aspects of it.
First, Shreya will show us the bond between Krishna and Radha through a piece called Adharani. This is considered semi-classical due to its folk-based nature. A Gatha is structured like Radha and Krishna's stories mixed with Durga's, or Gatha technical pieces. Here, the audience will watch Shreya portray Krishna's strength and playfulness instead of Radha's beauty and grace, which is more commonly seen in Gatha. You can also see Krishna hunting, his moments of pride and mischief, and the infamous crown and Vibhava. Let's enjoy this piece where Shreya depicts a different side of Radha Krishna's story.
Well, that was amazing. Could you guys feel masculine vibe she brought? I loved it. Actually, I asked her for that piece. Who's the biggest superhero you love? She said Iron Man. I still don't have to see that with you, but I don't know if you guys felt the Iron Man vibes there that she brought. But that was an incredible piece, and I just also want to give her a shout out. There were a couple times when she performed it, and she just felt this wave of emotion. And ever since she was a kid, she loved Radha and Krishna pieces. So she felt that wave of emotion because she felt like she embodied him, and that's the purpose of a real solo artist. I want to give her a round of applause. Male on stage, so I really appreciate the extra effort. Really quick, I wanted to thank everyone here for coming and supporting. Shreya was so excited the whole time, saying my family's coming in from London, my family's coming in from all over, and my friends are coming, and I want to make sure it's really good, and I think she's doing an incredible job so far. And I know this is a team effort. I want to thank my katakas, so a lot of my old students that graduated with me are here to support. And Shreya, you're going to get those random 5 a.m. texts from me for life. Now you're included in that group. You're an official kataka after going through this process, the last 6 months of intense training with me. And I want to thank you all for that. And also I do want to, I always thought it was a team effort. It really is, but it is also about the individual. So Shreya is really interesting. She has an older sister. She has a lot of older cousins, a lot of friends that she leans on, and rightfully so, she gives back in that vibe. So her being solo here was really different for her. And I told her, I said, you have to be your own person. There's nobody here with you on stage. And that really brought a different level of confidence to her, as Nirthi said earlier. So I just want to highlight that, and I'm so proud of her for that. And it is about being a soloist, and it's also about a team, so both. And there were tears, not gonna lie, you can ask her when, and I promise it wasn't me that made her cry. I mean, I did, but in a good way, in an emotional way. And again, for her, that emotion she brings to stage and her capacity to lip sync is higher than I've seen anyone else, maybe aside from me. So I really appreciate that she stepped it up there. And she did all this during SATs, APs. That's maybe where some of the tears came from too, is from the stress of that. And her soccer and her 1,000 other activities. So great job, Shreya. I also want to thank her co-guru, as I'll call her, Nirthi, and also my best friend, for always supporting and pushing and helping me with ideas. I also have to thank Shreya and Robin. Now as a parent, you guys, you're kind of like in the behind the scenes, but the costume, that Krishna outfit, that was totally Shayla, and Robin's cleaning up the glitter at home constantly. So we should all, as a support system. But no, literally both of them have been working at this for months now. So thank you guys for your support, and thank you for trusting me to bring her to this level, because I know as a parent now too, that's also a different, something else you bring. I want to thank the tent, of course, videographer, everyone. I want to thank my parents who are here, because my husband couldn't be here because he's with my kids. So thank you, my kids, my husband, and my parents. Thanks for including my parents. 30 years later, they're still up here, and I know 30 years later, you all will still be coming to Shreya's events, as well as Simran's and Risham's and all the talented cousins we have here. So welcome to the club, Shreya. And we're about halfway through, and I hope you see what this next piece. This next piece is brand new. She's been doing theory lessons, and so have I. As a teacher, I continue theory lessons with a guru in India, Guru Vaikul. And his son actually does theory lessons online with my students. And this was composed by them and released, and it was like a top hit in the classical space. So this is brand new. I choreographed it just for Shreya. And as we saw Krishna earlier, now you'll see her depicting Radha. So I hope you observe the differences in her energy, her facial expressions, her movements, and the storyline here. So enjoy.
Shreya's hers is a little bit different.
So early last year, Shreya asked me for my senior picture. I'd gotten 56 of those little wallet sizes, and I don't have 56 people to give those to. So I gave her one. I didn't really know why. I didn't know, so I did.
And after seeing the 200 wallet-sized photos that had recently arrived at our door of my senior photos, I also got the same request, and I was more than happy to get a couple off my hands.
And so the next time we entered Shreya's room, a little surprise was awaiting us. Little did we know, those tiny 2x3-inch photos are neatly pasted beside each other above Shreya's bed, directly above her pillow.
So I know you all must be confused, but yeah, you heard Serena right. To this day, the last thing that Shreya sees every night before she falls asleep, and the first thing she sees when she wakes up every morning, are two pictures of Serena and I's face right next to each other.
Now, you might not realize the significance of this, so when we invite me, the way we invite Shreya every night before she goes to sleep, along with everyone else up
plus 55 photos, and I still have 199.
And as you can tell from her glowing skin today, that skin routine, that whatever routine, but that talking routine, clearly has steady results. Courtesy of us. And her stitch portraits. Her free portraits, my bad. But we think that story really shows Shreya's respect for her elders. And so we wanted to share it with you today. But that's just before we move into the next piece. This dance is called the Jeffrey. It depicts many of the musical talents of Lord Krishna. Whether he is dancing or playing the flute, his mastery over these skills is emphasized in his presentation. Shreya will be portraying her admiration of Krishna and demonstrate her stamina in his advanced service.
Jeffrey shows Krishna's drums, his ability to sing in 7 octaves and 3 basses, and his blessings to all of us. This is always one of our favorite dances, so we hope you enjoy it too.
Take been a part of this epic journey with her. Up next, we're going back to Bollywood as Simran, Srina, Dia, and Srina take on the stage. Even though they've each graduated from Rhythmaya, they've each found a way to stay in touch with dance, retaining a few of their favorite pieces for this performance. Simran would also like to thank her friends Neha Abraham and Evelyn Howard for their help with choreography. Also, they sincerely request your enthusiasm throughout.
Shine.
YouTube channel. We're scared of putting on eyeliner before it is performance. Shreya could cry. She could cry well. It's for that reason, and the fact that, as a little sister myself, I was distracted by trying to prove my worth to the older sisters, that I can't really pinpoint the exact moment that Shreya grew up. I just know that she did. What I really know now is that she could very well be another one of my older sisters. We all like to take credit for being the reason she grew up, but if I'm honest, I kind of want to be Shreya when I grew up. I've never met a cooler customer than her. I'll tell you this, earlier this week, my dad came into the kitchen as I was working on something for the Rangmanch, and he was like, Shreya totally freaked me out this week. And I didn't have to think about it at all before realizing that Shreya doesn't totally freak me out anymore at all. She is calm and collected when nobody else is, and it's really admirable, especially with all the crazy running around on stage today. I also want to talk about how brave she is. It's an incredible quality, and in all meanings of the word. She is brilliant in her confidence. She is confident in her brilliance, and it really makes her a star. On stage, off the stage, everything in between. Her list of accomplishments started a very long time ago, and it certainly doesn't end today. But with us being here today, I do want to talk about this major accomplishment. As a middle kid myself, I want to take the time to recognize what a feat this is. It's a very difficult thing to pull off an event of this scale, and even more so when you know that your parents have already done this once before. But when you're Shreya, and you're as stunning and graceful and classy as she is, it really appears to be nothing. I'm so proud of the way she made this Rangmanch entirely her own, and really truly so honored that she invited Sarah and I to play such an active role in today. Genuinely, I think it was just about 10 minutes after our own Rangmanch had finished when she came up and asked us to coach her MCs. And I think that in itself is really a testament to just how cool she is. Wow, how the tables have turned. She's wearing incredible amounts of eyeliner, and I'm the one tearing up. But enough of that. I just want to make it clear how proud I am of Shreya and how well she's doing today, and how much more I can't wait to watch. Now, we are going to return to the regularly scheduled programming. We're going back to Deva, but you're not going to see Shreya just yet. There's a few new faces coming up on stage as part of Shreya's classmates show us their skills. Mira, Jada, and Ariana have been part of Shreya's cohort moving through the Deva race, and she's honored to have them be part of this performance today, as well as Maya and Upney, who have been her close friends all throughout her Deva journey, and each of them completed their Rangmanches in the past year. So please put your hands together for our Deva.
Yo, what I'm about to do is break it down. Wish rich. Man, that's not how this before. Yeah, sing it.
So, in the spirit of hearing some more classic Bollywood tracks, let's move into the next piece. Sheila G. believes in guiding her students through the thousands of years of history behind this art form. Kathak has evolved past the temples and storytelling, and this is apparent in the change in music, movements, and expressions. During the Mughal era, emperors sponsored Kathak's education and valued their skills. One ruler in particular invested himself greatly in the development of Kathak, Wajid Ali Shah of Lucknow, India. A poet and dancer himself, Shah paid special attention to the emotional expressiveness of Kathak. Out of his court came a special stylization of Kathak that is now known as the Lucknow Gharana, which we all have learned. Within the palace walls, the essence of Hindu storytelling gelled with the pure technical footwork, chakras, and the ghazals brought in by Muslim shaykhs. This piece emphasizes how the history of India has again influenced the art of Kathak. Shreya chose 2 songs for her mudra style pieces. We start with dedication and passion in her first song, Mardala, and then move into the light and playful song of Mayvari Vardi.
All right. Of course, now the ultimate hosts have a few words to say. Robin and Shayla.
Wow, Shreya. Another awesome dance performance. Need a minute? Yeah, I was trying to figure out before the show started which one of us would break down first. I think it was pretty close. Before we continue with the last set of performances, Shreya and I wanted to say a few words. First, we would like to thank all of you for coming here to celebrate Shreya's accomplishment. It's great to see so many of our family and friends here. Special thanks to our family from London, friends who came from out of town and made the trek here. We know how special and meaningful it is for Shreya that you're able to come here today. Also, thanks to those of you watching on the live stream. Hope you are enjoying the show. I think we have family and friends watching this performance all across the world, from the US, India, South Africa, London, Brazil, Colombia, just to name a few. And we know Shreya's not me and Nana that are watching proudly.
So first, I'd like to recognize Sheila and the Rhythm Maya family. Sheila has spent countless hours working with Shreya to prepare for this special performance. From choreography to lighting cues to expression and movement, Sheila has been the mastermind behind much of the artistry that you've seen today. We are so appreciative that she has always been an important part of Simran and Shreya's lives. Through dance and Rhythm Maya, we know this special bond will remain far beyond today. I would also be remiss if I didn't give special thanks and appreciation to Nirthi, who founded Rhythm Maya and has also taught Shreya Bollywood for many years, which she's loved from day one. Thank you both, Nirthi and Sheila, for not only giving our children an opportunity to stay connected to their Indian heritage and culture, but also for building a true community for all of us.
Shreya has been dancing for as long as we can remember. Even as a toddler, she loved music and dancing. With her Babu Can dance routine at her Nana's house, she's tried all different types of dance, but the last 14 years, Bollywood and later Kathak has been a constant in her life. We've seen her dance at family weddings, annual days, performances, competitions, you name it, Shreya's done it. Dance has become such a big part of who Shreya is, and which of course means, as mentioned earlier, it's become a big part of our lives. Pretty much every Sunday or Saturday or weekdays and weekends, it's taking up a lot of time, but it's been great. Shreya has worked, as we've heard, so hard to get here today, and Shreya and I are so incredibly proud of what she's accomplished. Ever since deciding that she would pursue her Rangmanch, she has shown such determination and dedication to mastering the skills of Kathak. And throughout, Shreya has maintained her other passion, which is soccer, and not to mention her, all her other academic activities and demanding schedules in schools and keeping up with her friends.
Shreya, since you were little, you've always been strong, determined, caring, and adventurous. Idolizing your sister, but yet always being your own person and taking your own path. We've seen your strong will, your sense of humor, your adaptability in changing schools, and having so many different groups of friends, your focus in academics, and your grace and beauty both on the stage and off. They say a daughter is one of the most beautiful gifts that can be received, and we've received blessings in spades.
And let's not forget about the sarcasm. And as Sheila mentioned earlier, Shreya makes incredible expressions, and I've clearly been witness to many of those. Unfortunately, most of those are the annoying vlogs that she did. We love Shreya, we love so many things about you. The one thing that gives us so much pride and joy is to see the person you've grown up to be in, who has such love, respect, and compassion for others. Mommy, I know how much you care for our family. We love the effort that you put in to build your own special relationships with our family. Except for maybe your little brother who's sitting there. Shreya, this is not the end of a journey, but a stepstone to whatever lies ahead. Over the last year, we've seen you just blossom into an amazing woman. You've grown into such a thoughtful and beautiful person. Mommy and I are so thankful and proud of you, not just for today, but each and every day. Keep smiling, keep making those funny faces at us, keep being the person you are. We can't wait for our next walks together so we can talk, our next driving lessons, and our family trips and adventures to come. We love you.
Finally, we would like to recognize our family and friends who helped make today possible. It really does take an extraordinary amount of work to make events like this a success. It really takes a village of help and support. We're blessed with such a supportive family and friend group. Sonal, Minamasi, and Momiji spent countless hours helping us with all the planning. Nilumasi and Vijamasi helped with the costumes and getting Shreya ready. Our siblings and cousins with all the logistics and coordination these past few days. And our friends Rupal, Preeti, and Priya for all the support throughout the process and beautiful decorations. We also want to thank all the participants in today's event. There are the lovely ladies that are backstage working hard with curtain calls and coordination, dancing, and supporting Shreya. And hats off to Simran and Serena, our daughter from another Rangmanch, who have been fantastic MCs today. Finally, Risham and the cousins who performed on stage today. We're so grateful to all of you. Thank you.
I also want to take a quick minute to recognize all the effort, time, blood, sweat, and tears that Shreya put into this. Starting a new job, family commitments, travel, social commitments. I don't even know what else she's been doing, but none of that stopped. We're still chilling down from the 2 o'clock phone calls, messaging the tailor back about colors and clothing, and I don't even know what else. And literally planning every little detail for the event this afternoon. All I know is after 2 of these, I'm just glad Richard's not going to be planning along and watching. Thanks again, everyone. We hope you've been enjoying the awesome performances today. Thank you for coming out. We're going to hand it back to Simran and Shreya so we can get back to the show. Yeah, please everyone join us for a reception after the event is finished. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming today. Only 2 more pieces left to go. The next piece I'm going to perform is called Vishnu Stuti, and it is about Vishnu, the Hindu god of salvation and perseverance. As you will see from his dance, he's known for being very powerful and confident. This piece is unique to all of the ones I've performed today because it is in a different thal. A thal in Hindi means a rhythm or a cycle of beats. Vishnu Stuti is in the Mar thal, which is the cycle of 14 beats with different pauses in between. It sounds like this. Ka, di, tha, tha. Ga, di, tha, tha. The other dances I've performed today have been in theme thal, which is a cycle of 16 beats broken up into 4 groups of 4 beats. It sounds like this. Tha, they, tha, ah, they, tha, tha, they, tha, ah, they, tha. Throughout the past year, I have been doing theory lessons as part of my Kathak training. I've learned more about the music and the beats that I dance to, which has really helped me to learn about the dances themselves and how the structure of the music can change the dance. One specific concept I've learned about in theory classes is polte, or variations in the cycles of beats. I just mentioned theme thal, which is 16 beats and very consistent. Once again, it goes like this. Ba, they, tha, ah, they, tha, tha, they, tha, ah, they, tha. Now I'm going to do a polte, so here's my own variation of theme thal. Tha, they, ah, they, tha, they, ah, they, tha. For this piece, you will hopefully be able to see and hear the different thal, and I will be performing it with some of my former classmates. Thank you. I hope you enjoy. Just a quick
quickly reiterate. The next item is Vishnu Stuti. So during this process, it's one of the most advanced pieces. So only my advanced students learn this piece in that different Marthal that she explained. And as I said, that Holika that she did earlier that her Thal guru taught her, this also falls in line with it. Her theory speech, and this is the Marthal. She will be alongside 4 of her Rangmanch graduates, Simran, Serena, Avi, and Maya, who have all been here helping the whole time and singing, helping with curtains, stage manager. So they will also be giving her some support with this extremely advanced piece. And again, Vishnu is the god of perseverance and the protector of all, and you'll see that in this piece reflected, along with his a little bit of narcissism, a little bit of getting ready with his entrance with his looks, his clothing, his jewelry. All of that represents Vishnu again. He's the creator, Brahma, preserver Vishnu, and the destroyer Shiva. So again, you're going to be seeing the preserver Vishnu. Enjoy.
Hey.
Hi everyone, I'm back again. Thank you all again for coming today. It really means the world to me. I really appreciate every single one of you who are here, from nearby or far, or from London or online. I'm so glad you were able to make it. I've been doing potluck for almost as long as I can remember, and this is something that I wanted to do for a very long time now. I'm really grateful to all of you for sitting through a 2-hour show. It's a really big accomplishment in my life, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you. I'm sure everyone will be happy to hear I only have one piece left, but before I start, I wanted to take a moment to thank all of the people who have made today possible, and to give you all a better idea of all that has gone on behind the scenes in preparation for today and during the show. I want to start by thanking Sheila Auntie. She has been my guru for a very long time now, and I really wouldn't be here without her support and always pushing me to be my best. I'm very thankful for the opportunities she has given me to grow as a dancer, and I love going on this journey with her. Next, I want to thank Nirthi Auntie, who has been my Bollywood teacher for just as long. I love becoming a part of the Rhythm Maya family. And speaking of Rhythm Maya, I want to shout out Maya, Avni, Ariana, Mira, Jaina, Serena, Leah, Serena, and Simran for helping with and for dancing with and without me, and for all of their help backstage as stage manager, curtains, time gurus, and everything in between. Also, my siblings and all of my cousins who danced today, Didi, Risham, Krishan, Mansi, Sahil, Sena, Shivam, and Arya. I know some of you guys are not the biggest fans of dancing, but thank you anyways for getting up here. I'm so happy you're all able to be a part of this. There are also a ton of people who did so much to help behind the scenes. Thank you to Vijay Dadi for doing my hair and makeup and helping me backstage. Thank you to Nilu Dadi for helping to fix my costumes and doing it so quickly. And many thanks to Dadi, Sonal Masi, Rupal Auntie, Preeti Auntie, Priya Auntie, and Meena Nani for helping with everything, between food, decorations, and pickups, and the rehearsal, and setting everything up today. We really couldn't have done it without you all. And last, but most definitely not least, I wanted to express my gratitude to my family. Not only have they supported me in my dance journey since day one, but they've probably spent as much time preparing for today as I have. I truly am grateful for my parents, for all of my mother's hours of planning and costume designing, and for both her and father's constant encouragement and support. I can't even describe how much time and energy my mom has put into this, and I really have to thank her for how amazing everything turned out. Next, Risham, as you all saw, did a great job on his tabla and dancing today, and I really do appreciate the time he took to practice for both on top of his 2 million other activities. He's nothing, I know. And Didi, my favorite big sister, has helped with so many things, both while at college and at home. She had the pleasure of doing all the things I didn't want to do or didn't have time for, and she did anything with minimal complaints. From making the video and the program to choreographing dances and editing music, I couldn't have done this without her. Also, would like to shout out her and Serena for being amazing MCs today. I know I had a really good time being MCs for their Rangmanch, and I'm so happy that my real and honorary sister were able to do that for me today. So once again, I want to thank everyone for being here and for all of your support. It really does mean the world to me. I hope you enjoy the last dance and that you will all stay afterwards for the reception. Thank you. We can't believe it, but we're at our final piece, the Dharana. This style is unique to Kannada. It is said that this type of piece was created by a composer that was not familiar with the bolts requested, so he made up his own. Shilaji compares this to when jazz musicians scat. The words have no meaning, but they provide rhythm and pace to music. The structure consists of a short main melody, which is repeated many times with variation and elaboration at the performer's discretion. There is a second contrasting melody, usually with higher notes, which is introduced once before returning to the main melody again.
This piece is often performed last and learned last by the most advanced students. Shreya chose this
have a reception just across the hall, which we'd love to see you all at, and we can do some photos on stage as well with Shreya. So, yeah, we hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all again so much for coming and being so supportive, and again, a great audience. So thank you.
So Boilermakers needs a lot of inputs. We don't have a stage box for that other soundboard yet. It's coming Tuesday. I'm not kidding.
Don't we have to use things upstairs?
But I can probably do it while. No, that's not fair. Just leave it on anyways for the next time. I'll get this in there. Yes, it all has to be. Yeah. Sorry, my brain. I know.
Great, thanks.
Soundboard's gonna go over there. I'm unplugging things.
Alright. Are we carrying it over, rolling it over?
You'll have to carry it.
Alright. Which one is it?